What do you remember most about your mom and dad? This was not fair to my mom. She lost her husband soon after he retired. This happened maybe 10 years after I moved out, so they were able to enjoy the empty nest for a while. They did get some traveling in before he passed, but the sudden loss was a shock to her. True, they did not get along, and I have no idea how they fared after I moved out, but the unexpected loss did affect her. This happened when I was traveling for work before cell phones were a common thing. I didn't have one. When I got home after a 2-week trip, I listened to my answering machine to learn that he had passed. The funeral had already happened, and I missed it. In fact, none of the Sibs made it to his funeral. This devastated her. She was admitted for a while for the help that she needed. But 10 years after that, I moved back to the region with my new wife, close to the millennium. Mom was going to need help as she was in her 60s and slowing down. It was clear to me that she never quite got over the fact that we were not there for her. No matter what I tried to do to help bring her back, she kept being more distant. One Sib hadn't communicated a word to her since 1985. The other lived out of state and rarely visited. At 74, she was a broken woman and had given up on life. After being widowed myself with similar circumstances, looking back at her behavior, it's very understandable. Those last few years, she was more distant than ever, and we really didn't have a close relationship to begin with. That girl with the moxie, at the end, had a room full of people with her. I was thankful for those kind people in the hospice who had gotten to know her. They stayed and helped us through it. Thank you for staying this far and listening.